Coach, I can't hear you. Coach, I can't hear you. Says you got your mic on mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, there you are.
All right. Yeah, Sam. Well, anyway, what's happening, Coach? Haven't seen you
Man,
in a while.
yeah, I've been out and about doing the tournament thing and just got home from my son's baseball game. They won and it's always going 24/7.
Well, I'm at the park as we speak.
Uh-huh.
So and but check this out. You will be shocked to hear. I have an iPhone.
Oh, you switched over. Switched over. That's why we doing live and direct on mobile right now, right?
Yeah.
I'll try to tell you, man, them androids, I don't know.
Man, you know what, Coach? I have been anti-Apple, but they winning me over. You know, it's like I'm coming kicking and screaming, but they winning me over. This phone is incredible.
it's
It is.
they're real, easy to use and everything's, tailor made to it. So I mean, in the
Do,
end, if it's functional, that's what it's about.
do you remember the first night I tried to do the show on my
and
phone?
about two other nights after that too.
It was horrible. But
Yeah.
this thing, it was so. This is easier than my computer.
Yeah.
So uh, I am like, everybody has the same reaction when I tell them I have an iPhone now. They're like, really? You do? For real?
you came over, you crossed over to the dark side, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I came on over. So we we I couldn't wait to try it out on the show, but you
Yeah.
know, it's cool. I like it. I like it. So we're gonna have a good time tonight, Coach. I'm trying to get unstuck here, but uh, I'm gonna bring on our guest tonight, and I'm gonna let me see, make sure I can do this the right way. I'm gonna take you out, Coach, and we're gonna bring in our guest, and then we're gonna come back and have a conversation about whatever is on your mind tonight.
Man,
But
I feel confused and frustrated right now about the landscape of recruitment right now on the men's side more than the women's side.
yeah, yeah, I can't wait to get into that conversation because it's a lot going on, and the landscape is changing forever. And
Forever.
I don't know if it's for the best, but we'll talk about it.
All
We'll
right.
talk about it. So I'm gonna take you out, Coach. I think. Let me see y'all bear with me because I'm. Yeah. Okay. I figured it out. It's easy on here,
It's
Coach.
easy. I
It's
told
easy.
you it's easy.
All right, Coach. I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
All right. So we are gonna bring on our guest. I believe she's here, and ladies and gentlemen, she is a basketball player, and I see her walking, and let's just bring her on. And ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Fairfax High School, Melanie Valencia. Hey, hello, how are you? Okay, I think you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Hello, sorry. Hello.
Oh, there you go. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Okay, now if we can get you to be still, your camera, I'm getting seasick.
Sorry.
but Mel, you prefer Melanie or Mel?
Mel actually, because everyone calls me Mel.
Mel. Okay, Mel. All right. Well, how you doing this evening, Mel?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good, good. Well, we are excited to have you on the show tonight. You are welcome us back after we've been off for about 2 months now. So you're our first guest in 2 months.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, we have to bring in a superstar, to kick things off the right way. So,
True.
so Mel, tell me, you're a basketball player. How long have you been playing basketball?
Yeah, I've been playing basketball since I was really young. Like, I think I started around 6 or 8, around there. And
Hmm.
I'm 17 now, so it's been a long time.
Wow, wow. Do you still have love for the game?
Yes, yes, always have and still do.
Really? What are your aspirations? Are you a senior or a junior this year?
I'm a junior. I'm a junior.
Okay. What are your aspirations for basketball as far as basketball goes in the future?
I hope to play college basketball. I really do hope I get into a college and would allow me to play for them.
Okay. Okay, tell me this then, Mel. If a recruiter is watching right now,
Yes.
why should they recruit you?
I mean, I'm a great team player. I'm very coachable. I I'll listen to any critique you'll give me, and I just love the game, so I would just love to play for you and hopefully like be able to help you throughout the whole season.
Okay, okay, okay. What is the strongest part of your game?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What is the strongest part of your game?
The strongest part of my game would be I think just being a great team player would be perfect.
Hmm.
And um I mean, I bring a lot to the game, to the court, because I know what I need to do to
Hmm.
help my teammates grow and succeed.
Okay.
So,
Tell me this, Mel. Okay. We have young men, we have young ladies on the show. A lot, especially with the football players. It seems like they are obsessed with getting offers from colleges.
yes.
Or and I'm pretty and you play with women, young ladies. Are the young ladies the same way? Are they like stressing out about getting offers, or how do you guys handle that?
Well, I wouldn't say we stress out, but we just love to play our own game. And if we get called and get an offer, that's great. And we love the attention that we get. So if a coach comes up to us, we always like get so excited for each other because
Right,
it's good to see like another teammate as well as myself get an offer. So
right.
we don't stress about it, but we just play our game in hopes to get an offer.
Okay. What would be your ideal college that you could play basketball for?
Right now, I'm undecided for like what college to take career-wise or to play basketball for,
Hmm.
but to stay local, I would like to be in USC or UCLA would be
Yes.
perfect.
See, you didn't even have to say UCLA, just USC. Fight on.
USC.
That's it. We be a Trojan. Go be a Trojan. You know what? What about grades? How are your grades? What are you doing grade wise?
Grade wise, I've always been very good. I've never stressed about my grades, to, especially of them being low. I've never have to worried about that. So grade wise, I'm perfectly fine.
Good. Okay. Who is your favorite basketball player, male and female?
That's a hard question. Mel, I have to think about that.
You know,
Um,
most basketball players, even the young ladies, most of the basketball play, they always said Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook was the number one basketball player amongst the young people that have been on this show.
Russell, it's
Russell,
pretty cool because Russell actually, since I go to Fairfax, Russell comes to come watch some of our games.
really?
So,
Wow.
yeah, it's really cool seeing him there. But I'm not biased. I wouldn't say him, but it's really cool.
Have you ever said anything to him?
No, I haven't. I see, like, because he's always, like, on the bench with, because he always comes for the boys' basketball games to watch them play.
Uh
So I
huh.
see him there, and I wouldn't want to go up to him, especially that he's, like, mentoring all the other boys in our school, so I wouldn't want to come up and bother. And he leaves like right away after the game's finished, so I don't want to just bother and go into his space.
Yeah, look like a fan or a
Yeah,
group.
yeah. But it's cool seeing him there cheering for us. I really love it.
Wow, that is cool. That is cool. How do you have you been at Fairfax your entire high school career?
Yes, I have. I've
Really?
been in varsity since my freshman year, so
Really? Oh, okay.
yes.
So how did COVID affect your season last year?
Last year, the good thing is that we did have a season, but it's very limited. We didn't get to play every school how we usually would,
Okay.
but it was like very hard because we couldn't even play the schools twice how we usually do,
Mm-hmm.
which would be home and away. But it was fun, but it just didn't feel like how it regularly does because it wasn't the same schedule or anything. But we still did pretty decent. We didn't really get to practice much, so it was harder because of that. And we didn't really do any outside tournaments because of COVID either, because everything got canceled.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna ask you a question I ask every student athlete. Are your parents athletic?
Oh, my parents, yeah. They love
Okay.
playing sports. They're the ones that introduced me to everything I know.
Okay. Who's the best? Your mom or your dad?
Mm. I'm gonna say my dad. My dad is better than my mom. I love my mom, but my dad is better. Mm.
what does your dad play?
My dad plays soccer and basketball, but he's more into soccer, but he's still good at basketball.
Okay, and what does your mom play?
My mom plays basketball, just
Basketball.
basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So your dad will slam dunk on your mom.
Uh, I mean, I don't know about slam dunk, but he could try.
That is cool. That is cool. Well, Mel, what advice would you give a young lady that wants to uh, play basketball, play because I don't think a lot of young people know how hard it is to be a student athlete, to keep your grades up, and you may have to travel to play sports and all of that. What advice would you give to another young person?
I think it's just time management. Everything you have to really be able to organize your time because it is going to be hard managing both, plus being able to spend time with family and doing any other outside activities.
Mhm.
So just manage your time wisely and get your priorities straight before you go and play around and mess around with your own things because you do want to have fun too. You are in high school, but you have to get your priorities straight and finish that before you can go and have fun.
I like that, Mel. I like that because everybody talks about the hard work and you gotta work hard, you gotta work hard, but you gotta have some fun sometime too. What do you do for fun?
I love hanging out with my family, so I'm always out with my family. There's never a day where I'm just sitting at home. Like my mom and my my parents and my family and friends that we like consider family, we always have plans. So it's never boring, but I do have to go to practice, finish homework, then go and spend time with my family like that.
That is so cool. That is so cool. Final question, Mel.
Yes.
What does expect to win mean to you?
To me, expect to win is, of course, we all love winning. We all want to win, but there are going to be obstacles that we had to face through it. But if we really push through it and understand what our goal is, we should expect to win.
There
you
you
could
go.
do it if you really push through it and work hard for it.
There you go. Well, Mel, we are honored to have you as a guest on our first show back. You have a expect to win hoodie coming your way that
Thank
you
you.
can
Thank
sport
you.
around town. But I asked one thing. You know, the only requirement I have for any guests on the show is that when you do make it big, that you do not forget about Coach Thomas.
Okay.
All right.
I won't.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mel Valencia from Fairfax High School. What position you play, Mel?
Point guard. I'm point guard.
Point guard. Mel Valencia, point guard for Fairfax High School. We have enjoyed having her on the show. Mel, come back and visit us anytime you want. You have an open door.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mel Valencia, our first guest back for our new season. And so we're going to take another commercial break and we'll be right back. It is the Expect to Win Experience Talk Show. Once again, here on Expect to Win TV. Before we go to the commercial, make sure take a moment and subscribe to our channel. Take a moment, go look at the website, see if there's anything on there you like. If there's nothing on there you like, order something anyway. All right. We'll be right back. All right. Our Expect to Win tribute to Laker great Kobe Bryant at the Drew League. And we had the Drew League is a supporter of the Expect to Win experience. Dino Smiley, founder and president of the Drew League, was one of our first guests. So we just like to show that in honor of Kobe Bryant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue the show and we're going to bring on our recruitment expert, Coach James Kelly. Coach Kelly.
Yes, sir.
All right. How's everything in Oklahoma?
Well, dodging tornadoes, and when it ain't severe weather, you're outside trying to deal with the humidity. So, uh,
Well, I'm
just
gonna
a moment.
I'm gonna make you mad a little bit because I want to see. Can you see where I am? You see what it looks like in Los Angeles?
Yeah,
So
I don't see no humidity.
no, there is no humidity. It is. I'm debating on whether I want to go to the beach after we finish. So
Man, nice. We're waiting on storms to hit later on tonight with hail and all that other stuff. We usually have 70, 75 mile per hour winds, and sometimes that does the damage without even a tornado showing up. We had I believe it was last week. I want to say last Wednesday, where we had a day where seven tornadoes hit, seven or eight hit across the state.
Wow,
Yeah, it was one of them things.
that's
About
unbelievable.
normal for here.
Well, Coach, a lot is going on in the world of recruitment, and I know we're not going to be able to get to everything tonight, but one of the things that I have noticed probably more than at any time is how many athletes are entering the transfer portal. So I'm gonna leave the screen, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, Coach, and talk about what's going on, and hopefully how offer some suggestions to some parents and to some young people. So the ball's in your court, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, hold on.
All right. Well, this week, obviously, the like Coach said, the recruitment is changing. I think the transfer portal has a lot to do with it, yeah, because coaches are looking and talking about getting uh, experience over unproven talent. I actually read a quote today from a Division One coach that said that he agrees that it's a problem that young kids are not being recruited out of high school, and he agreed that he is also part of the problem, that he would rather have an age team which is getting college guys that have a year or two experience under their belt versus kids that are coming out of high school where they're not proven yet in a system. They're not proven, or won't even be able to help a team until a year or two down the road. So I want to suggest and encourage that if you are a high school player that has found a spot, don't try to rack up offers and all that other stuff. Find a good spot that you feel is comfortable, and commit to that school. And of course, the way things are now, it's always better to commit to a school and then transfer later. And I used to not suggest that, but I've been telling my players lately, it's better to play somewhere than to be nowhere. So it's really hard, especially for you high school guys, to find a spot. I've helped over 160 kids, almost around 80 kids annually. It's kind of tapered off since COVID, but it's almost a slow on the men's side. It's really slow, almost to a stop, and because everybody's waiting on the next age college player that's going to enter in a transfer portal. It was at 2,000 players. It's now at 1,400 or so. So I guess about 800 of those have found homes. And that's not even the worst of it. Part of it is also there's even people that are transferring from NAIA levels up to D1. So it used to be just high school players and junior colleges were being able to go Division One. Well, now NAIA level, which is a high level of basketball. Although people don't think it is, but it is very high, a very high level of basketball. Now there has been one team that had two different players from the same team go to two different Division One schools, and that's off of one team. And then there's been two other teams that have also had kids transfer from NAIA to Division One. So that tells you the level of basketball that's being played at the NAIA level. So I just want to suggest to you guys that if you do have a place that you can go, because of I've dealt with a kid this year where they had an offer and they were sitting on it, waiting on something else, and then next thing you know, because there was a kid in the transfer portal that was experienced and age, they pulled his offer and gave it to the transfer. So I mean, it's right now. It's not a time to be playing around or waiting around on the offers that you have. Make a good, educated decision. Research the school, and if it fits, I would jump on it and see how it works. And I always encourage kids, to be somewhere and plant your roots. And you are going to encounter adversity and grow through the process. But today's society's a little bit different, where everybody thinks that everything is instant gratification and stuff like that, and kids will just say, "Hey, I don't like to hear it," and just jump out. And there's been a lot of kids, even in the transfer portal, that are Division One level players that took that risk, and now they weren't playing anywhere this year. So be careful about being super anxious and following the trend and just saying, "Hey, I'm going to transfer." If you have a place, take advantage of that and grow in the system, and develop as a player and as a young student athlete. And that's basically the tip that I have for this week.
All right, Coach. I like uh, I like what you said. Um, a lot of I'm seeing a lot of actually I heard of a young man this week that actually he didn't go D1 out of high school. He ended up having to go the JUCO route, and last week or whenever the NFL draft was, he was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. So it really makes sense to, from a maturity standpoint, to get uh, the older players. You know, uh, I think that what I don't like is seeing all of these kids make commitments and then change their mind because they don't like what they see. That, to me, I don't see how that's going to be good for the sport at all, because it's not showing any type of. I mean, you're supposed to be, when you make a commitment, that commitment is supposed to stick. And that, now, to me, that becomes a character issue. You know, wow. So every time something doesn't go your way, you're gonna just leave and quit and give up. I heard this past week, Deion Sanders said that the NCAA is gonna have to do something to allow the coaches to have more to work with, because these kids are coming in uncoachable, because some of them are coming in with endorsement deals where they're making more money than the coaches are in college.
Yep.
So
And
I think,
society takes everything. Today everything is instant gratification, and also what's the next best thing. I'm only here, to benefit me until the next best thing comes along, and then I have no commitment here to your program or whatever. I'm on to the next thing, and
yeah,
that it's a mentality that's spread everywhere. And I really feel that I do believe that kids deserve the name, image, and likeness thing. I do believe that they
yeah,
deserve compensation, but I also believe that wherever there's money, there's corruption that can exist, and there's also, and it's not just uh, people influencing kids. Kids can be influenced by that and have a sense of ego that they wouldn't normally have, because they needed to work through this particular coach to get to the next level. But if they're making money on whatever level, and now even on a high school level, where's the where do you have to grow at? And just like you said, Deion Sanders said, they're uncoachable because they're making money.
yeah,
And the other part is just like Danny Ferry said, they're part of the problem, because if this player doesn't do well for this coach, and they say, "Hey, I'm out of here," there is another coach, especially if you're a kid that's able to get an NIL deal, that somebody's going to take you. And
right.
so they don't have to hold to nothing. They don't have to hold to character like you spoke about, or be held accountable. They just you
Yeah,
know
because see, if you sign an NIL deal with somebody, you're gonna play wherever you go. It doesn't matter about your attitude or anything. You're gonna play, because now and I can see how corruption can enter in, because if I'm a business person and I, say I give somebody $1 million expect to win deal, I don't want to see that kid sitting on the bench. And so if I got to call the president of the university and say, hey, look, I done gave this kid $1 million. I need to see him on the field. You want to keep my contributions coming to your college? I'm not saying that's what's happening, so don't nobody write me in, but I'm just painting the picture, you know. But we're gonna have to wait and see how this play out because I think legally it goes into effect for the 2023 year that the high school students can actually get paid. And that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. So good news, good information as always, Coach. Next week, I believe we have a lacrosse player, our first lacrosse player that's going to
Awesome.
be on the Expect to Win
That
experience.
that'll be a learning experience for me.
For me too. So we're gonna see what happens, and we have a new recruiter, so to speak. I don't know if I want to call her a recruiter. She don't want to be on camera, but I'll talk about it. Maybe I can persuade her to come on next week. That's going out, getting kids for us, and all of that. So we're growing over here. And shout out to Celine. I know you're probably watching tonight, and you'll meet Coach Kelly, and we one big happy family over here. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, from beautiful, and let me do it again because I know it made Coach Kelly feel kind of funny, but beautiful, sunny Southern California, we are we are the Expect to Win experience. I had to come on here and prove that I could use an iPhone, and so I love this show. So, with that being said, I am Coach Kelly, and I'm not Coach Kelly. I'm Coach Thomas,
And I'm Coach Kelly.
and this is and has been the Expect to Win experience. We'll see you guys next week.